is Robin Riggs here with Top 4 Tier Gaming, and we have Alyse Davis, and tell them what you just did.
I got top 8 at the ARG Invitational. I was playing a true Draco deck, so I was going to play Trickstar for this event, but then my testing partner Justin Singh, he's been switching decks every so often, but he settled on True Draco, and I was like, well, I like True Draco, so I tested it at one local, and I was like, alright, I think I'm going to play this. And then I lent cards to some friends, so I was like, okay, I guess I have to play this deck now. So we played some True Dracos. It was surprisingly really good. I don't know, there's not much else to say. It's fucking cool. I guess we can just go into it.
Yep.
We got 1 Dynamite Knuckle. It's only at 1. 2 Maiden. It's kind of the worst a lot of the times, because once you get your engine going, you really don't want it anymore. So it helps clog less. And we play another card that's like a lot better than this and mitigates only playing 2 that I'll get into later. And then 3 Ignis, because it's, yeah. And then we main decked, the only like monster hand trap was 2 Ghost Soaker. The reason why is because like literally it's the only like main decked monster hand trap that you can just go normal summon, activate Demise, so you just don't lose it, and then it's one of the best cards to play against Goki. So we want to make sure whatever hand traps we could made were optimized for Goki, just because that's the only deck we're really that scared of game 1. Otherwise, like, everything else is really easy. So that's it for the monsters. For spells, 3 Diagram, 3 Heritage, 3 Disciples, everything here standard, 3 Demise, 3 Duality, and then the last spell is only 2 Terraforming. Only 2 just because like drawing this in multiples suck, and like sure, not seeing your diagram does like suck a lot, but again, we have more ways that mitigate a lot of like not just searching for diagram that are actually like really spicy and good. But yeah, I don't know, 2 is actually perfect, and I'm really glad about that. We also played No Desires because I honestly think it's trash. Like, well, okay, it's trash in this deck solely because like you search everything, and the draw, like, you also have Demise. It's just, you have enough to where I didn't feel like it was necessary, and there were better cards to play to make it so we're overall stronger in the long run. So I don't know, I thought Demise was just not that great, and I decided it out at the time, and it was just, I liked having access to all my cards, so yeah. And then that's it for the spells. And then for traps, I forgot to organize it. We got 1 Return, 3 Apocalypse, standard. We got 3 Rivalry of Warlords and 2 Gozen match. So the Rivalry is very obvious. Like, it's one of the best floodgates right now against almost every deck. It's only not good against Altergeist, but you can still actually do some really cool stuff with it against Altergeist if they like do like Revo plays. But and then Gozen just so we had more, because like also when you play against Goki going second, if they don't Gumblar loop you and you open these 2, you out their board and then you can play on the next turn. So that's why it was really important to try and have as many of these as possible so we can win if we get Gumblar'd, or I mean if we don't get Gumblar'd. But yeah, these were very broken and insane. Then we got 3 Impermanence because it's probably one of the best hand traps against Goki as well, and it's a trap card so we can play it under Demise. And then I think one of the spiciest cards in this deck list was 2 Waterfall Dragon Souls. This card was so broken because it lets you play when you don't, like, so you can just set this and not play during your own turn. Like, you can literally set 4 and have one of the True Draco's trap cards and then just play this. This also plays really well around like the Sky Striker cards and just a lot of things that try and like destroy you, because you can also use the draw effect. The draw effect was so fucking good. Oh my god. This card is broken. We were only playing 1 of this, and we were also only playing 1 of Gozen, like going into Friday night, and we were like, okay, I think Gozen and Waterfall are way too broken to only run at 1. So I wanted to up them to 2, and oh my god, it was amazing, and I would not change it for the fucking world. This card is broken. And then the 1 skill drain, because we're draining skill out of this game. That's it for the main deck. It's just 40 cards. Side deck, 3 Reaper and 3 Gamma and a Driver. This is the only other hand traps we play between the main and the side, so we play 11 total. it's mainly just for Goki, honestly. Like this, I'm 90% sure we only put in for Goki, and then this, like, we have other Cherries targets. This actually came up, and I'm gonna go over one card that was actually really good in my extra deck that I'm so glad I remember to write down on my deck list. But yeah, these are insane. This isn't as good because of Midfield Breaker, but like, I only played against a few Goki today, so it's fine. And then one of the really spicy cards in the side deck, Book of Eclipse. So we had a couple spaces in our deck list. It was between playing Evenly and playing something else, and like we didn't really feel like Evenly was going to be necessary, so we were trying to think of other ways to like mitigate Goki. And Justin was talking about Book of Moon or like Forbidden Chalice, and I'm like, why don't we just play Book of Eclipse? It plays around Midfield Breaker and like a bunch of other things. So it's just, they summon 2 Goki, you just Book of Eclipse them, and like they just don't do anything, and you just win. Because next turn, like, sure, they're getting draws, but you're probably gonna be winning or like destroying their field next turn. They're not gonna be able to do anything. Then 2 Iron Wall, just for Evenly, Order, 2 Unending Nightmare, just so we can solidify the Draco and Altergeist mirror. Like this solidifies the Draco mirror so easily, and then like Altergeist is already really easy, but it's just extra assurance. But this is also really good against Trickstar when they try and late stage, so it has its uses. And like, we didn't really think we needed anything else for Goki. There's nothing else that was gonna like 100% be amazing, so we wanted to make sure all the other matchups are optimal. And then 1 Judgment, it's yeah, kind of have to. And then for the extra deck, it's very irrelevant, except for like, it's literally Reaper targets and like maybe 2 cards I can make. So we got a Borreload, a Shizuku, a Kagari, Firewall, Electromite, Double Helix, Omega, Gaia Charger, Volcasaurus. These 2 you can actually make, but I never did because it never came up. Dante, Buster Dragon, Sold, Nova, Mechaba, and then Crusadia Equimax, because we actually respected the Crusadia deck, and I had played against it round 1 or in top 32, and I was like, yes, this is perfect. And then the only other things I ever used for like Reapering were a Soul and Firewall. Otherwise, I never came up to get the others. There was the only difference between mine and Justin's deck list, though. There was supposed to be a Freezer Dawn and a Full Armored Crystal Zero just to out Waking the Dragon, but I couldn't get any. But luckily, I didn't get Waking the Dragon once, so it was all good. But that's the deck list. I got some shoutouts, I guess. First shout out, Top 4 Tier Gaming. It's a pretty good team, I guess. Nah, they're great. You know, the team. Shout out to Justin Singh. I mean, he made the list. I made like a couple of tweaks that like we both used, and literally, like I said, the only difference was the Freezer Dawn and Crystal Zero, but he's still playing for top 4 right now, so hopefully he wins out. Yeah, Justin, shout out to Tien. I probably borrowed cards from you. I'm assuming I did. Shout out to everyone that was here and telling me. I already shouted out the team, Robin.
No, you guys shout me out personally.
Sure, I guess. Shout out to Robin. We drove her car. Shout out to State, I guess, because he told me I was going to top this event, and then we topped together, so, you know, whatever. Oh, shout out to Cody, because you took my Trickstar cards, which made it so I was just like, you know what, I'm going to be lazy and just play Draco, since I'm probably going to extra drop anyways, but I fucking didn't. So, yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.
All right, well, congratulations again, and I'm super proud.
Yeah, first top.
Woo!